welcome to Crypto Stamp. Today we're going to be reviewing Pantos, the first multi-blockchain token system. Yesterday we had a more compact look, more of a first look onto Pantos. Today we're going to go more into detail. We're going to go through their website, through their white paper, and through their social platforms. So let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video and if you want more content. So, Pantos. The ICO is starting in about 5 days and 12 hours. If you want to participate in this ICO, you will have to sign up onto Bitpanda, the biggest European crypto exchange at the moment. But first of all, I want to go through their white paper or the vision paper, how they call it. I'm a bit sick, so sorry if you can hear it. So, the Bitpanda team developed a new project called Pantos, the first multi-blockchain token system. What's the problem that Pantos wants to solve? Ever since the introduction of Bitcoin in 2009, many new blockchain-based projects have been launched. However, severe drawbacks arise if research and development efforts are not shared and communicated effectively between them. Projects risk ending up as separate islands, which ultimately slows down mass adoption of blockchain technology. So the problem that they want to solve is that now every project works separately, and they want it to work together as one big community, so they can accelerate the evolution of the blockchain technology and accelerate the mass adoption of the blockchain technology. What will be their approach to achieving this? Moreover, Pantos is conceived as an open source, open innovation-driven scientific research project by collaboration with researchers at the prestigious Technical University of Vienna. Together we will bring token atomic swap technology or TAST project to life and release the work as an open source technology capable of performing a vital role within our digital future. What will be the advantages of this cross-chain token transfer or the multi-blockchain token system? Well, they will have a fostering cooperation and promote synergies. So this is more of the community aspects, all the blockchain projects working together to create a better future for blockchain. They will enable real-time arbitrage between exchanges. So as we have seen over the past months, we have quite big price fluctuation, for example, between OKX, which is a Korean market exchange, or between Binance, or to say Coinbase. The prices are so different from each other that you can even trade in between exchanges at the same moment and still make some money. So they want to enable real-time arbitrage to prevent this. They want to offer a future-proof solution regardless of technological change. So if the technology would improve or change, Pantos would be going together with all these technological changes, so it won't be a problem. Pan usage and distribution will be measured with the blockchain domination index, from which we will be talking about later on. So the roadmap. The Pantos project will be rolled out in 3 phases, moving incrementally towards decentralization and community ownership and control. So eventually they want to have a decentralized project, Pantos. Phase 1 allows PAN, which is the Pantos token, to be shifted between multiple blockchains via the Bitpanda platform. The second phase involves the release of a public API facilitating an automatic shifting of PAN between blockchains. The third and the final phase involves the utilization of atomic swaps, Lightning networks, and smart contract technologies to accomplish the complete decentralization of PAN trading. So at the end, this is not for short term, but for the really long term. They want to make Pantos decentralized by using all the innovative advantages of Lightning Network's smart contracts and atomic swaps. So further on, first they're gonna here's the motivation. If you want to read the motivation behind the Bitpanda team to create this Pantos project. Now the background, they are gonna explain all the terms, all the terms of crypto, like cryptocurrency in general, blockchain, smart contracts, segregated witness, SegWit. This one I do want to pass to read with you because I think atomic swaps is one of the most important terms in the Pantos project. So, atomic swaps allow for the instant exchange of cryptocurrencies between two parties on two different blockchains, peer-to-peer at previously agreed terms, and without the need for third parties to oversee or facilitate the transaction. This technology enables instant transfer between multiple cryptocurrencies in a completely trustless manner and with zero counterparty risk, as transactions either complete successfully in full or are cancelled and all coins returned to the original owners. The main objective of the atomic swap technology is to create interoperability between blockchains, allowing seamless, near instant direct trade between cryptocurrencies and other digital assets. The concept of atomic swaps is not new. It was introduced as atomic cross-chain transactions by Thierry Nolan in 2013. Development of a working implementation of atomic swaps technology has taken some time, but technological breakthrough such as SegWit have made the realization possible for atomic swaps. Very recently, developers from the major crypto projects have begun testing and even completing atomic swaps. Komodo's lead developer JL777, if you don't know who this JL777 is, it's the developer of the Komodo project. He wants to remain unknown, and he's still unknown till today. So, we recognized value in Thierry Nolan's concept of atomic swaps. He built the necessary framework and his first atomic swap just a year later ago in 2014. Since then, numerous atomic swaps have been proven viable. In 2017, developers from Decred created the first functioning cryptocurrency atomic swap between Decred and Litecoin. Meanwhile, altcoin.io carried out the world's first atomic swap between the Ethereum and Bitcoin blockchains. And Litecoin founder Charlie Lee announced on Twitter the successful on-chain atomic swap of one Litecoin for 55 Vertcoins with James Lovejoy, lead developer of Vertcoin. So, atomic swaps are already being used, still at a really minor scale, because it's really difficult to perform them, and they aren't easy to perform, and they aren't cheap to perform on energy basis. So how does the atomic swap work? Well, an atomic swap is from the user's perspective very similar to a regular cryptocurrency transaction, but allows cross-trading of multiple currencies. Using the built-in scripting languages of given cryptocurrencies, Script for Bitcoin, Solidity for Ethereum, one current technical implementation of an atomic swap system creates hashed time-locked contracts, which in turn utilize the multi-signature and time lock of futures available in the basic scripting language used for most cryptocurrencies currently in existence to synchronize two transactions on two independent blockchains without having to trust each other. The digital signatures act as a functioning escrow that prevent one party from sending coins to another and not receiving the bargained for swapped coins in return. If you want a use case for atomic swaps, you can read them yourself in the white paper. So here you see a lot of terms, crypto terms explained, so you can also understand what Pantos wants to realize. So I'm not going through all these terms because I do believe that a lot of you do know how most of these things work. If you still would like to read them, you can download their white paper. It's just on their website. Maybe we could read this one. Cross-chain Lightning Network. So this is a combination of a few of certain things. Because most cryptocurrencies implementations share core components, and given the viability of atomic swaps described above, the development of interoperable cross-chain Lightning networks becomes a realistic possibility. Importantly, cross-chain Lightning networks would have mutual benefits for the blockchain involved and their users. For example, with such a system, Bitcoin to Bitcoin payments could be performed by Litecoin pairs if they happen to be cheaper. So they are combining best of the best to create the best of the best. Chapter 3, Introducing Pantos. Pantos seeks to provide channels for both communication and cross-chain exchanges of data and value, ameliorating current barriers to partnerships and collaborations between developers, institutions, and users will speed up innovation in blockchain research and technology, linking currently separate blockchains so that they can scale and mature together. Okay, then you have just a funny fact from what the Pantos name comes. So the prefix pan is derived from the Greek pan, used in English for all, or more liberally everything. The second syllable tos is simply a shortening for tokens. So every token, all tokens, all token system, everything on the same token system. That's how you can read Pantos. So, seamless cross-chain token transfers. Pan token, which will be the token for Pantos, will be introduced on their blockchains, allowing seamless transfers of value between them. Pantos users can transfer their PAN from one blockchain to another for any reason without any additional charges beyond any transactions fees paid to miners. Should a user desire to move PAN, a target blockchain to migrate to must simply be chosen. So PAN will be the token, PAN token will be the medium to transfer tokens from one blockchain to another. Fostering cooperation, promoting synergies. So through our collaborations with Exploration Space, we will organize meetups, panels, and hackathons that lead open source solutions to key issues in the blockchain ecosystem, building stronger links between blockchains, their developers, and users. So together they are stronger, together we are stronger, and together we will develop blockchain even faster and better. Real-time cross-blockchain arbitrage and new metrics. Pantos will make visible for the first time exactly how value flows between blockchain projects. Using the Pan token traders will therefore be able to exploit emerging price differences between cryptocurrency pairs, as I said before. For this reason, associated with the development of Pantos will be the development of a system for tracking value migration between blockchains. The new index, the Blockchain Domination Index, will be a useful tool for end users aiming to exploit differences in the valuation of a given cryptocurrency pair. If you have any questions, just leave them down below, of course. Real-time cross-chain arbitrage. So arbitrage is the execution of financial transactions in order to benefit from price differences that the same asset can have in different markets. More specifically, arbitrage represents the ability to profit from these different differences until they diminish to zero. So here you have their metric system, blockchain domination index, real-time metric for token usage and distribution across networks. Pantos portability feature allows Pan to become the first universal denominator token. This will allow for the introduction of a new crypto economic metric, a blockchain dominance index, which will show real-time token usage and distribution among blockchains and thus can measure each blockchain significance for Pan. Then, 10Y provides us with dedicated research staff for a joint project entitled Token Atomic Swap Technologies. So the project token test is just a dedicated research to empower this Pantos project. The core aim of test is the introduction. Here you have spelling is the introduction of atomic swap technologies into the Pantos project by the distributed system group of the Tuwang based on insights gained from this project. Prototypes of on-chain atomic swaps will be built to demonstrate the mass market suitability. Then you have their roadmap. They don't have specific dates for their roadmaps. But they do tell us what are the phases. They have 3 phases on their roadmap, and they just explain them here. So the current phase is the growing the Pantos community, which I am kind of helping right now. Pantos is centered on the notion of improving communication and collaboration within the crypto space. Therefore, we have already signed up with Lisk, Waves, Komodo, Stratis projects as industry partners. Our collaboration with Exploration Space, mentioned earlier, will ensure best practices in the design of communication platforms capable of generating innovation in the blockchain space. Finally, partnerships within the Pantos project will be rewarded within listings of their crypto coin on bitpanda.com. So if you have a blockchain platform and you collaborate with this Pantos project, you will be compensated by having a listing on Bitpanda, which is a good reward, if you would tell me. General guidelines for becoming part of Pantos. Connection of the Pan token to major chains is critical to the success of the project, as it would mark the beginning of an interoperability standard between most public blockchains. Then the first phase that they will go through is a proof of concept and interim solutions. It is possible for us to provide an initial centralized proof of concept, providing a platform on which the later goal of decentralization can be accomplished. Therefore, the first version of Pantos will be an interim solution. With the existing Bitpanda.com platform serving as the key connection piece of technology between blockchains, this way we can demonstrate to our users almost immediately after launch how fast PAN can be transferred between blockchains. Example, moving PAN from Ethereum to blockchain to Bitcoin blockchain. If the user wants to transfer his PAN to another blockchain, all he needs to do is to deposit PAN to his Bitpanda wallet and select his desired target blockchain when withdrawing them again, as you can see here in the visualizations. The second phase is the automation. Following the rollout of proof of concept implementation in phase 1, we will shift focus to automation through the development of a dedicated open source Pantos API. Users will no longer be bound to any specific interface and will therefore be able to perform systematic algorithmic trading. This phase therefore allows users to program trading bots to perform automated arbitrages. And then the last phase, the third phase, is decentralization. So in the third phase and final phase, Pantos will represent a critical advancement in blockchain technology, functioning as a fully decentralized multi-blockchain token system and as a de facto open source standard for cross-chain token transfers. PAN tokens will interact via various distributed smart contracts to facilitate trades. Users will be able to meet and exchange PAN tokens directly between blockchains with no centralized party involved. And then chapter 4 is about their ICO. So 40% of the ICO will go to the investors, 40% will stay in the Pantos project, 10% will go to the team for motivational purposes, 9% will go through bounties for influencers and other stuff, and then there will be a 1% Bitpanda airdrop if you are part of the Bitpanda, if you have an account on Bitpanda. and if you are eligible for this airdrop. So I just put the more interesting stuff. So for the bounties, to aid in the technical development of Pantos, we will introduce a bounty program for individuals in companies that want to participate. A total of 19 million pen are reserved for this. Possible receivers can be blockchain development teams, exchanges, influencers, service providers, or interested end users. Further, by participating in Pantos referral programs, so there will also be a referral program, users will receive 5% of the value of Pantos tokens purchased by the referees. Bitpanda airdrop, ensuring that Pantos kickstarts with a large user base. 10 million pen will be airdropped to eligible Bitpanda account holders. Eligible Bitpanda users are those who accept the Pantos terms of service. They can claim their airdrops in their Bitpanda account throughout their entire runtime of the ICO and will receive an equal share of the airdrop pen, irrespective of their past or current account balance. Bitpanda users who open accounts when the ICO is running also will get the opportunity to participate in the airdrop. So also they are incentivizing us to, of course, make an account on Bitpanda. And then their team is pretty impressive. They have really big names, like for example Paul Klekshek, co-founder and CEO of Bitpanda and ambassador of the Komodo platform. They have James GL777, the anonymous mind behind Komodo, Patrick, a fintech Austria who worked for Goldman Sachs. And then Max Kordek, who we all know, co-founder and president of Lisk. Sasha Ivanov, founder of and CEO of Waves. Paul Rieger, the head of business development of NEM Europe. And then you have the industry partners, Lisk, Waves, Komodo, and other strategic and legal partners. So that was their white paper. They also have some universities who will be helping them, like TU Wien. I guess that's just Vienna, the University of Vienna, Exploration Space, and Riots. So that was their white paper. Let's take a look at their website. So 5 days for their ICO. I'm already going to open the Twitter page, the Facebook page, and the Reddit page, maybe also the Telegram page, so we can take a look on their platforms later on. So here you have a more compact version of the white paper. Their roadmap without specific dates, which has its positives and negatives, of course. The ICO structure. Yes. So I'm not sure if this circle is totally right. This looks kind of more like 40%. Means that this would be the same size as this one, because it's both 40. I do think that they made this one a bit larger, so it looks like the ICO that total supply is distributed more to ICO terms. But okay, I guess everyone has to manipulate a bit. You see their team and legal partners. Looks pretty good, to be honest. If you want to download the one pager, you also just get the press kit, or if you want ICO details, you download the ICO details over here. It's just 9 pages with just the chapter about the ICO. So let's take a look at their social platforms. So we have Twitter, of course, with 1,000 followers, Facebook with 650 followers, Pantos with 117 readers, and Pantos Telegram with almost 1,000 members. So they are just started. They just announced a week ago, so of course they won't have amazing big communities already. But to be honest, the project looks pretty awesome. Just their team looks amazing. If you see the team behind Bitpanda will work with this project, and even extra people will work on it. So if Bitpanda is already such a success, it would be really a pity if they would fail with their first really side project. So I do believe this Pantos project will be just amazing and fine. And I guess I will be investing in about 5 days when it comes out. If I'm investing, I will show you how much I will invest and how I will invest. Maybe I'll leave you a referral code so I can also benefit from this, of course. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions. Like and subscribe if you want more videos about Pantos or any other project. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.